In OnTrack by mbaMission, I guide you through every aspect of the MBA application process. We'll start by digging into each piece of your application profile, from your stats to your professional experience to your community and personal leadership. Here's a short preview from the course in which I discuss why your community engagement is such an important part of your profile. Take a look. Speaking broadly, participating in and giving back to your community is, of course, just the right thing to do. But community leadership is also essential for you as an MBA applicant. In the coming videos, I'll offer examples of these activities and talk about the extent of the commitments and the timing of the commitments that you need to engage in. But for now, let me start by explaining why community leadership is so important and relevant to your MBA applications. First and foremost, community leadership is a way to demonstrate that you have strong character. Simply stated, that you're a decent person. It allows you to reveal more about yourself and the depth of your values and how you apply those values in your life. Your community leadership also shows that you take the initiative to get involved, and this helps the AdCom envision how you'll contribute to their school community as both a student and a graduate. And of course, community leadership obviously demonstrates your leadership. If you have yet to take on a formal leadership role at work, you can use your community activities to highlight these skills instead. Lastly, and most strategically, your community leadership can differentiate you from other candidates, especially those who have not gone this extra mile. I can't say this emphatically enough. This differentiation is absolutely crucial for candidates from overrepresented groups, but really every applicant should be looking for ways to stand out. So think about your community engagements as opportunities to add an entirely new dimension to your candidacy. You're effectively saying, I'm not just my work and my GPA and my GMAT. I have a broader persona built through my tutoring or coaching or fundraising or more. Now, let's discuss how schools actually evaluate community leadership. You'll certainly showcase these activities in your resume and your short answers, where most schools ask you to list and describe your extracurricular activities. But community leadership can also be relevant to some programs' application essays. For example, here are some essay prompts for which community leadership could be relevant. Haas has asked, what makes you feel alive when you're doing it, and why? Tuck has asked, describe a time when you meaningfully contributed to someone else's sense of inclusion in your professional or personal community. And finally, Yale has asked, describe the community that has been the most meaningful to you. What is the most valuable thing you've gained from being part of this community? And what is the most important thing that you've contributed to this community? You might be wondering, is community leadership important for every applicant? Basically, yes. But if you're already working in an all-encompassing service-oriented field, say the military or the Peace Corps, then your work is doing double duty at showing the desired qualities. That said, even if you're already in a job that bespeaks service, you can still leverage community work to show an added dimension. Let's say you're in the military and you're also a big brother. That's fantastic, a more comprehensive and interesting profile. What if you just work a lot and don't have time for community activities? The AdCom understands that you might work incredibly long hours, especially in fields like finance and consulting, and they'll take this into account. However, considering the importance of differentiation, you should be aware that other applicants, even in the most demanding industries, make sure to carve out time for community service, even if they're just putting in a few hours each month or volunteering on a weekend, or maybe even volunteering online. If the opportunities for community involvement just don't work with your schedule at all, you can look into the possibility of adding extra activities and leadership roles within your work community. This alternative might be easier, it could be just as valuable. So for example, you might take the lead on developing a mentorship program at your office, serving on an internal morale committee, leading an employee resource group, managing an internal survey effort. You get the idea. Check with your manager or your company's HR department about ways you could get involved beyond your core responsibilities. Even if you're short on time, there's always something you can do to show that you're a well-rounded individual who cares about others. This is just one lesson from our community and personal leadership module. And this module is just one of dozens that we're presenting to you in OnTrack. With hundreds of lessons and a full suite of resources and tools, we provide you with everything you need to create a winning application. And I'll be guiding you through every step of the process. We can't wait to share this program with you. To get started, tap the link to complete our introductory questionnaire and receive your customized learning path. We'll see you in OnTrack.